I had a conversation last night as I was tucking in my 6-year-old daughter. The blind on her window was up in her bedroom, and so we were looking out into the moon. And we just had the recent supermoon in Taurus, and so she was explaining to me how the moon was so bright and what made it bright. In relation with the moon being in relation to the sun and the earth and how it all worked. And it was fascinating. I mean, none of it was right. It was completely wrong, but it was fascinating. And what it made me start to think of was Bitcoin investors. They didn't really get the concept of where the value came from Bitcoin, but they just had a intuitive sense that Bitcoin has value. And so they sing that praise really, really loudly. They didn't understand the mechanics. They kept talking about 21 million over and over and over as if that's a scarcity thing, which it is. But Bitcoin itself is not a scarce technology, but they couldn't really understand that. And I just thought it was really interesting to compare the two. And so my daughter understood that the moon shone because the sun was there and the earth was involved somehow, and it all kind of came together and gave us a representation of a really amazing moon. But she didn't really understand the A through to Z, all the steps of how it actually works. But she made up a really good logical framework of how she thinks it could work. And so if you're a Bitcoin investor, I want you to do a bit of studying. 21 million is the scarcity number of Bitcoin eventually. Absolutely. But Bitcoin itself is not scarce. The technology is not scarce. So the value is not sitting in scarcity of the amount. The value of Bitcoin right now is sitting in the trust that it currently has due to its network effect. Nothing more, nothing less. I wish you all the success in your portfolio if you are a Bitcoin investor. And if you want to learn more about business, finance, and economics, head over to Money Media. We've got you covered.